Hey, it's Alissa. I was planning on staying off the internet and taking a sanity break from social media for the weekend because something really unsavory happened yesterday, which I don't really want to get into, but then something even more unsavory happened, and I'm like, okay, this is like, enough is enough. Like, I feel like I need to just put my truth out there and tell my story because this is just, it's really ridiculous. And I'm not the first person, I will say, that has this story, but like, I feel a personal responsibility to just give a voice to it and put a face to it, because this has happened over and over again to people, and it's just, it's not right. So basically, as far as the cheese goes, I started making the cheese in 2010, and I was one of the first people out there. And I think the thing about the cheese that I made that I'm really proud of, and that always sort of distinguished it, is that I was really making cheese. I was taking a plant-based milk, fermenting it into a cheese, and that gave it these wellness properties that were unique. And it also gave it a really distinctive flavor. And I think, the whole category blew up and it became a big deal, and so a lot of other companies started doing it, companies with millions of dollars more backing, and always copying my talking points, always basically saying that they're doing the same thing, but not really walking the walk. I mean, that happened over and over again, and that's not new. I mean, this has been happening forever. I mean, this is not a new story, but it's happened in the world of plant-based cheese for sure. And I'm not going to name names, but I'm just telling you that most of the cheese that's out there is not, it's not what it says it is, or it's not fermenting milk into cheese. I mean, that's just the truth, and so it was important to me. It's important to me because of the wellness properties, but it's also because it's like solving a problem that I think is really relevant to the world that we live in right now, and it's important, and it meant something to me. And I mean, I think the problem is that when people do things for the right reasons and work really hard, and fight to bring things forward, what happens to those people is that they end up bankrupt on the side of the road, buried in lawsuits and kind of screwed over, while other people basically make spray tan knockoffs of what they're doing and make lots of money, and that's that's kind of the thing about the world that I think needs to change. And I'm not the only one who believes this, and I'm going to keep fighting for doing the right thing, because that's who I am. I'm an Asian warrior princess, like, legitimately, genetically, and like, that's my heritage, but I'm just here to tell you that it's happening again, and I'm offended, I'm offended and I'm irritated, and so I just feel compelled to just tell my story. So, just know that that's out there. I'm not going to name names. I will say that people in Minnesota, where I'm from, saw how hard we worked, and they saw how much we suffered, and they saw how unjustly things went for us. And so to do that in the same community is like, I mean, I don't think that people are going to be fooled. So, I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm doing it for a reason. I believe in it. I think it's important, and I think it's part of what needs to change about the world moving forward. And I'm gonna fight for that. That's what I'm about. So I needed to get that off my chest. So thanks for listening, and I'll be back soon with more updates.